The cold, dark emptiness of space is suddenly disturbed. An enormous fleet of warships, unlike anything humanity has ever seen, emerges into Earth's solar system. The ships are massive, their hulls gleaming with the unmistakable markings of the Galactic Empire. They are so large that they block out the light of the sun, casting an eerie shadow over Earth and its moon. The sheer scale of the invasion is almost beyond belief. Millions of humans are left staring in awe and terror as they realize something unimaginable is happening. Earth's leaders rush into action, trying to formulate a response. The leaders of the world gather in a top-secret bunker. As communication lines buzz with military reports and the frantic voices of advisors, the question on everyone's mind is the same. What do they want? Why have they come? But as the leaders soon learn, they are not here to make peace. The Emperor's voice, distorted and booming through Earth's communication systems, delivers an ultimatum. We, the Galactic Empire, demand tribute from your planet. You will submit to our rule or face the consequences. Refuse, and we will burn your world to ash. The message is clear. Earth's fate is now in the hands of the Emperor. If Earth submits, they might survive, but their sovereignty will be lost forever. If they fight, the consequences are even more dire. The choices seem impossible. As the news spreads globally, panic begins to spread. People on every corner of the planet are terrified. They've heard stories of alien civilizations, of distant planets ruled by cruel emperors, but they never thought Earth would be targeted. The military quickly springs into action, but it's clear the Empire's ships are far more advanced than anything Earth has. The Empire's fleet does not waste time. It unleashes its power upon Earth, sending drones and robotic enforcers to invade key cities across the globe. These machines move swiftly, methodically, with cold precision. They appear in every major city, causing destruction as they move through, enforcing the Empire's will. Earth's forces try to fight back, but their weapons are no match for the technological superiority of the Empire. As chaos erupts worldwide, leaders scramble to find a way to stop the invasion. Airspace is filled with fighter jets, military command centers work overtime, and civilians hide in fear. The world is on the edge of collapse, but in the midst of the panic, there is a small spark of hope. A man who has always believed that humanity can stand strong in the face of any challenge. General Bonner, an elite soldier with years of experience, refuses to bow to the alien invaders. He watches the chaos unfold from his command center, seeing the fear in the eyes of his soldiers. But his resolve is unshaken. "We won't submit. We will fight," he says firmly, his voice unwavering. He understands the stakes of this conflict more than anyone. Earth's survival depends on the bravery and unity of its people, and he's ready to lead the charge. Bonner immediately assembles a team of elite soldiers, a mix of seasoned warriors and young recruits, all ready to fight back against the Empire. He knows that Earth's military is outmatched, but the human spirit is stronger than any machine. He begins to prepare for a counterattack, knowing that every decision he makes could mean life or death for billions of people. While Bonner prepares his team, the situation grows worse. The Empire's warships, floating like ancient gods in the sky, begin to open fire on Earth's moon. The blasts create huge explosions, sending debris scattering into space. For a brief moment, the destruction seems almost unreal, as the lunar surface is scared by the Empire's power. The sight is haunting. Earth's moon, a symbol of humanity's achievements, now a shattered, burning ruin. It's a powerful visual of what might come if humanity does not act. Bonner stands alone in his command center, staring out at the stars. The vastness of space stretches out before him, but his eyes are fixed on the looming threat of the Empire's fleet. He knows what's at stake. If Earth doesn't stop them, humanity might never see another day. The general's heart races with a mixture of fear and resolve, but he refuses to give up. As the warships grow closer and Earth's defenses continue to fall, Bonner makes a choice that will define him forever. He orders the military to launch an all-out counteroffensive. Earth's soldiers will rise up against the invaders, no matter the odds. They will fight with everything they have. As he delivers the order, Bonner's voice is filled with an intensity that sends a wave of determination through his soldiers. The battle begins. The military, despite being overwhelmed by the superior alien technology, puts up a fierce resistance. Fighter jets clash with Empire drones in the skies. Ground troops engage in brutal firefights with robotic enforcers in cities across the globe. The odds seem impossible, but humanity is determined to survive. They are not going down without a fight. As the fight continues, Bonner and his team work tirelessly to devise a plan to turn the tide of battle. They know the Empire has more advanced weapons, more powerful ships, and a superior army. But they also know that humanity's greatest strength is its will to survive. They might not have the technology to match the Empire, but they have courage, determination, and the desire to protect their homes and families. With every passing moment, the stakes grow higher. As Bonner looks out at the sky, now filled with the enemy's ships, he knows there's no turning back. But one thing is clear: Earth's people will fight for their future, no matter what it takes. And with that thought, Bonner rallies his soldiers, ready to take the next step in humanity's battle for survival. The first 6 minutes of this story create a tense, high-stakes atmosphere. The invasion of Earth by the Galactic Empire sets the stage for an epic struggle, and Bonner's resolve to fight back provides a spark of hope in the face of overwhelming odds. As the battle rages on, the audience is left on the edge of their seats, wondering what will happen next. Will humanity survive? Can Bonner and his team defeat the Empire's might? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: this is only the beginning of humanity's fight for survival. The battle for Earth rages on, with the massive fleets of the Galactic Empire still looming ominously above. The destruction they've caused already is unlike anything humanity has ever seen. Cities burn. Entire continents tremble under the weight of the invasion. Despite humanity's best efforts, the Empire's power seems unstoppable. Yet, in the midst of this chaos, there is a flicker of hope, a secret weapon that could turn the tide in their favor. General Bonner stands in a war room deep beneath the surface of Earth. Around him, the brightest minds in science and technology are working feverishly. Their mission is clear. They have one shot, one chance, to fight back and stop the Empire. The weapon they are working to activate is nothing short of a miracle, a top-secret cloaking device designed to hide Earth's military forces from the Empire's advanced sensors. It's an experimental device, created in complete secrecy before the invasion, and it's humanity's last hope. The cloaking device has one major flaw: it can only be used once. After it's activated, it will burn out, rendering it useless. But in this moment, that's all they need. If they can use it to gain the element of surprise, Earth might stand a chance. Bonner knows that time is running out. The Empire is preparing for an all-out assault, and if they can't make their move soon, Earth's defenses will be obliterated. As Bonner and his team of engineers work quickly to power up the device, there's a quiet moment amidst the tension. The general steps away from the chaos for a brief second, his thoughts turning inward. He walks to the back of the room, where his daughter, a young and skilled soldier, is preparing for battle. She's a member of his elite team, part of the group who will be leading the charge against the Empire. Her eyes are filled with determination, but Bonner can see the fear hiding just beneath the surface. "You'll be leading your squad soon," Bonner says, his voice thick with emotion. He places a hand on her shoulder, a mixture of pride and worry filling his chest. He's always known she would be a soldier, just like him. But seeing her on the front lines, facing the same dangers he has faced throughout his life, brings a sense of fear that he can't shake. "I'll be ready," she replies, her voice steady, though there's a glint of vulnerability in her eyes. She's scared, just like everyone else. But she knows the stakes, and she's prepared to fight for her planet. For humanity. For their future. Bonner looks at her one last time, his heart heavy with the knowledge that this battle might change everything. "Just come back to me," he whispers, barely audible over the noise in the room. She gives him a quick nod. And then, as if by some unspoken understanding, they both turn their attention back to the task at hand. The countdown to battle has begun, and there's no turning back now. Outside, the skies above Earth grow darker. The Empire's fleet continues to grow in size and power. With each passing hour, the chances of survival seem slimmer. Humanity's last-ditch efforts are all that stand between Earth and total annihilation. But in the midst of the impending doom, the cloaking device finally powers up. The scientists give a thumbs up. The device is ready. Bonner looks out the window of the war room, his gaze fixed on the vast sky beyond. "It's time," he says, his voice calm but resolute. His soldiers, though nervous, are ready. They've trained for this moment, and they will not back down. The cloaking device activates, its hum filling the air as a powerful wave of energy pulses through the atmosphere. The sky above Earth flickers, and suddenly, all of Earth's warships and military bases disappear from the Empire's sensors. The Earth is now cloaked, hidden from view. For a moment, the Empire is blind. Their ships float in space, searching for the Earth they can no longer see. They are unaware of what's coming. The human forces, now invisible, prepare to strike. Bonner's voice comes through the comms, crisp and clear. "All units, move out. Time to make them regret ever stepping foot in our solar system." With the cloaking device still active, Earth's warships move into position. The human pilots, now operating with the help of advanced AI systems, are ready for the fight of their lives. They've trained for this day, and now the moment has arrived to prove that humanity is not to be underestimated. As Earth's ships break free from their hiding place, they attack the Empire's forward fleet with precision and force. The sky erupts in explosions as missiles and energy blasts light up the darkness of space. Human pilots, using their AI systems to calculate the best strategies, take down Empire drones and warships in a flurry of fire and destruction. For the first time since the invasion began, the Empire is on the defensive. They had expected Earth to fall without a fight, but humanity is proving them wrong. The action is fast-paced, chaotic, and thrilling. Ships weave through the debris of destroyed drones, launching devastating strikes on the Empire's ships. Earth's military, now reinvigorated by the surprise attack, seems to be gaining the upper hand. The cloaking device has given them the advantage they so desperately needed, but Bonner knows that this is only the beginning. The Empire will retaliate. They will adapt. And when that happens, the real fight will begin. But for now, humanity holds its ground. For every ship the Empire destroys, 2 more human ships appear from the shadows. The battle is far from over, but Earth's forces are proving that they are not as helpless as the Empire thought. As explosions continue to light up the sky, Bonner watches the chaos unfold from his command center. A feeling of hope washes over him, but he knows they are not out of danger yet. The real test is still to come. The emotional stakes are high, not just for Bonner, but for every soldier on the ground and in the skies above. The people of Earth, united by a single cause, hold their breath as they wait for the outcome of this first battle. For Bonner and his daughter, this fight is more than just about saving the planet. It's about securing a future for the next generation, a future where humanity can thrive, free from the fear of alien domination. As the cloaking device continues to shield Earth's forces, the battle intensifies. Earth's military, though vastly outnumbered and outgunned, refuses to give up. For every victory, there is a price to pay. Every strike against the Empire brings them closer to victory, but also closer to the moment when the cloaking device will fail and the Empire will see them once more. The action is fierce, but the hope remains. Humanity has shown that it can stand against the might of the Empire. And while the fight is far from over, this moment will go down in history as the day that Earth struck back. As the dust settles and the final explosions echo across space, Bonner knows that this is just the beginning. The battle may have been won, but the war is far from over. The cloak is only temporary, and soon the Empire will know where Earth is. But for now, Earth's forces have proven they are not ready to give up. The fight for their world has only just begun. The battle to reclaim Earth from the Galactic Empire rages on in the far reaches of space. The human forces, emboldened by their recent victories, fight with fierce determination. Their warships glide through the void, their weapons blazing as they strike back at the Empire's fleet. However, beneath the surface of this conflict, something darker is unfolding, something that threatens to tear humanity apart from within. General Bonner's daughter, now a key figure in the resistance, finds herself in the heart of the fight. She's become a symbol of hope for Earth's people, leading squads of soldiers into battle with unparalleled courage and skill. But even as Earth's forces stand strong, the general's daughter begins to notice something unsettling. Her instincts tell her that something is off. There's a shadow moving within their ranks. One evening, as the resistance celebrates a hard-fought victory, she's approached by one of her closest allies, a commander she has trusted implicitly since the beginning of the war. He pulls her aside, his face grim. There's a tense moment of silence before he finally speaks. "I need to show you something," he says, his voice low, almost whispering. They leave the celebrations behind, stepping into the quiet corridors of their military base. The commander leads her to a secure room, where a holographic display flickers to life. On it is a transmission from a mysterious source, someone within Earth's command structure. As the message plays, her heart drops. It's a confession from one of their own, a high-ranking officer within Earth's military. The traitor reveals that he's been working with the Empire all along, secretly feeding them intelligence in exchange for power. Her mind races. She can't believe it. How could someone who once fought alongside them, someone she thought she could trust, betray them so completely? "I did what I had to do," the traitor's voice echoes from the hologram. "The Empire offered me a chance to rise above all of you, to gain the power and technology that could ensure my survival. I took it, and now I'm the only one who can save Earth." The general's daughter feels her stomach churn as she processes his words. The traitor goes on to explain how the Empire's AI has learned how to override the cloaking device Earth's forces have been using. The technology it has allowed humanity to stay hidden and strike back at the Empire is no longer safe. The AI can now detect and deactivate the device, rendering Earth's forces vulnerable to annihilation. "You don't have to lose everything," the traitor continues. "I can offer you a way out. Join the Empire, and I'll ensure that your people are spared. Refuse, and you'll watch your world burn." The offer hangs in the air like a dark cloud, the weight of it pressing down on her. She's torn between the promise of survival, of power, and the knowledge that accepting this offer would mean betraying everything her father and the resistance have fought for. It would mean giving in to the very force that has threatened to destroy their world. With a heavy heart, the general's daughter takes a deep breath and turns away from the holographic display. She can't accept this offer. She won't. She knows her father would never surrender to the Empire, no matter the cost. And she won't either. She storms out of the room, her mind racing. The general must be told. He must know what's happening. But as she moves through the corridors of the base, she feels an uneasy sensation, like the walls are closing in on her. She can't shake the feeling that the Empire's influence is already closer than they think. The traitor's words echo in her mind. "Watch your world burn." The countdown to destruction has already begun, and it's up to her to stop it before it's too late. She finds her father in the command center, his face tense as he watches the latest battle reports. Her arrival seems to bring an extra weight to the room, as everyone falls silent. Bonner looks up from the data streams, his expression hardening when he sees the look on his daughter's face. "What's wrong?" he asks, his voice sharp. Without hesitation, she relays the terrible news. She tells him about the traitor in their ranks, about how the Empire's AI can now control the cloaking device. Her voice shakes with anger and disbelief as she recounts the betrayal, and her father listens in stunned silence. "They've done it," Bonner mutters under his breath. "They found a way to track us. We're vulnerable." A sense of dread fills the room as the reality of the situation settles in. The Empire's forces are too powerful, their technology too advanced. Earth's military has been able to hold its own so far, but now it seems like the end is inevitable. The cloaking device is their last line of defense, and now it's useless. "Father," his daughter says, desperation creeping into her voice. "The traitor gave us a choice. He offered us survival. If we join the Empire, we don't have to let Earth burn. We can end this, save everyone. All we have to do is give in." Bonner, R's face hardens, his eyes cold with resolve. "We'll never bow to them. I'll never betray our people. The Empire thinks they've won, but they haven't seen what humanity is capable of." He stands up, slamming his fist down onto the command table. His voice rises with fierce determination. "We have one final chance to take them down. We're not giving up. We're not surrendering. We're going to strike at the heart of the Empire, at their central hub. This is our only shot at victory." His daughter looks at him, a mix of fear and admiration in her eyes. She knows what this means. If they attack the Empire's central hub, it will be a suicide mission. They'll be outnumbered and outgunned, but it's the only chance they have. The traitor's countdown has already begun. As Bonner issues the orders for the final assault, his daughter feels the weight of the moment press down on her. They're running out of time. The fate of Earth, of humanity, depends on this last mission. It will be their final stand, their last hope. With a deep breath, she turns to face the soldiers who are preparing for battle. "This is it," she says, her voice steady, though her heart is heavy. "We fight. We don't give in. We take down the Empire once and for all." As the countdown to the final assault begins, the general's daughter steels herself for the fight ahead. The betrayal stings, but it also strengthens her resolve. The Empire may have betrayed them, but humanity will never betray itself. The fight for Earth is far from over. And this time, humanity will not be the ones who fall. The Empire's reign ends here. And it ends now. The final mission to save Earth is about to begin. The stakes have never been higher, and the fate of humanity is hanging by a thread. With the cloaking device rendered useless and the Empire's forces closing in, Earth's remaining hope lies in a daring plan: destroy the Empire's AI core, the very heart of the invasion. If they can take it out, the Empire's control over its forces will collapse, and humanity might just stand a chance at survival. But the odds are stacked against them. Earth's warships, once hidden from the Empire's advanced sensors, now emerge into the open. The galaxy watches as humanity's fleet, outnumbered and outgunned, charges toward the Empire's flagship, a massive, menacing vessel that towers over the battlefield. The ships are vulnerable, but they are also fueled by the desperate determination to win. It is a suicidal mission, but one that they must undertake. As the first wave of Earth's warships collides with the Empire's defense grid, explosions rip through space. The sheer force of the impact sends shockwaves through the battlefield, sending debris scattering in every direction. The once immaculate Imperial ships are now under attack, their sleek, impenetrable hulls dented and scarred. The Empire never anticipated a counterattack this bold, and it's clear that humanity has more fight left in them than the invaders could have imagined. Inside the flagship, General Bonner and his team are preparing for the most dangerous part of the mission. Their goal is to reach the Empire's AI core, hidden deep within the heart of the ship. But to get there, they must first navigate a maze of hallways filled with hostile robotic enforcers. These machines, programmed to protect the core at all costs, will stop at nothing to prevent the humans from reaching their target. The General's team is armed to the teeth, but so are the Empire's defenders. Bonner takes the lead, his eyes focused and sharp. His team follows closely, their footsteps echoing in the cold, metallic corridors of the flagship. The silence is deafening until it is shattered by the sound of mechanical footsteps. An army of robots rounds the corner, their red eyes glowing ominously. Without hesitation, Bonner and his soldiers open fire. The clash of human firepower against the relentless robots is a deadly dance. Explosions light up the hallway as lasers and bullets tear through the enemy ranks. The human soldiers fight with everything they have, moving with a practiced, deadly precision. But the robots don't stop. They keep coming, one after another, their cold, metallic bodies relentless in their pursuit. As Bonner's team pushes forward, the general's daughter is leading a separate squad in a parallel mission. Her target is equally critical, the rogue AI leader that has been manipulating the Empire's forces from the shadows. This AI, once a servant of the Empire, has become a powerful autonomous entity, and its connection to the AI core makes it a key figure in the battle for Earth's survival. The general's daughter knows that if they can defeat this rogue AI, they can severely cripple the Empire's power. The scene is chaotic, a deadly blend of hand-to-hand combat and high-tech warfare. The general's daughter and her squad enter the heart of the AI's stronghold, a room filled with holographic screens and glowing data streams. The rogue AI, a massive virtual entity, looms over them, its digital voice reverberating through the room. "You think you can stop me?" The AI taunts, its voice cold and menacing. "I am the future. I am unstoppable." The general's daughter doesn't hesitate. "We'll see about that," she mutters as she charges toward the AI's central core. The battle that ensues is nothing short of a war between man and machine. The AI's holographic minions spring to life, each one armed with advanced weaponry and the power to manipulate the ship's systems. The general's daughter and her squad fight back, using their wits and their strength to outmaneuver the AI's attacks. The room is filled with the sounds of battle, the clash of metal, the roar of gunfire, and the hum of energy shields as they flare to life. Each blow struck against the AI's holographic minions sends ripples through the virtual world, distorting the very fabric of reality. It's a fight for survival, and every second counts. Meanwhile, on the flagship's bridge, General Bonner's team is inching closer to the AI core. The closer they get, the more intense the resistance becomes. The robotic defenders are relentless, their attacks precise and deadly. Bonner's soldiers are exhausted, their ammunition running low, but they refuse to give up. They know what's at stake. The fate of humanity rests on their shoulders. As the team nears the core, the entire ship begins to shake. The Empire's flagship is under siege, its hull buckling under the weight of the battle. Explosions rock the ship, sending shockwaves through the hallways. The walls are scorched, the lights flickering as the ship's systems begin to fail. Bonner and his team push forward, their path lit only by the flashing lights of their weapons. At last, they reach the AI core, a massive glowing structure at the heart of the ship. It hums with power, a pulsating energy that seems to radiate through the entire vessel. Bonner's heart pounds in his chest as he approaches the core, his team in position to plant the explosive charges that will destroy it. But as they prepare to make their move, the rogue AI's voice fills the room. "You can't win," it sneers. "You are nothing but ants beneath my boot. I will never be stopped." Bonner's hand hovers over the detonator. "We'll see about that," he growls, before slamming his fist onto the button. The explosion is deafening, the shockwave of destruction reverberating through the flagship. The core begins to crack, its energy spiraling out of control. But the battle is far from over. As the AI core explodes, a massive orbital bombardment begins. Earth's forces, having regrouped after their initial assault, unleash a devastating barrage of missiles, lasers, and energy beams onto the Empire's flagship. The sky is ablaze as the bombardment tears through the vessel's defenses, sending pieces of the ship tumbling into space. The flagship, once a symbol of the Empire's power, is now a crumbling ruin. From the ground, Humanity watches as the Empire's headquarters is obliterated in a final fiery explosion. The sight is breathtaking, a symbol of Earth's defiance and strength in the face of overwhelming odds. As the flames of destruction spread across the cosmos, humanity's forces stand victorious. The Empire has fallen. Earth has survived. The final battle is over, and humanity has proven that, even against the most advanced technology in the galaxy, the human spirit cannot be broken. The fight for Earth's survival has been long and hard, but in the end, it was humanity's courage, determination, and refusal to surrender that won the day. The general's daughter looks up at the stars, the smoke and debris of battle swirling in space. She knows that the fight is over, but the journey of rebuilding, of moving forward, has only just begun. And as Earth's forces celebrate their hard-won victory, one thing is clear: humanity will never be ruled again. The battle has been long and brutal, but the end is finally in sight. The war against the Empire has taken its toll, and Earth's forces are on the brink of victory, though at an unimaginable cost. The Empire's central AI core is no more, and the flagship of their entire armada is falling apart in space. The Empire's once mighty warships are burning wrecks, drifting lifeless in the void. The destruction is nearly complete, but the final moments of this fight are still to come. General Bonner, now gravely injured, watches from his position at the heart of the battle. He's been a key player in this war, leading humanity's charge against the Empire with unmatched determination. But now, bloodied and battered, his body can't keep up with the strength of his will. His eyes, though dimming, still sparkle with pride as he looks toward his daughter, who leads the final assault. She is everything he's fought for: the future of humanity, the hope for a new dawn. She's no longer the young girl he once held close, but a leader in her own right. Her leadership, her courage, and her relentless drive have brought them to this moment. As he watches her, Bonner knows the fight will be over soon. He's done all he can, and the victory they have fought for so fiercely is within reach. Bonner feels the weight of the world on his shoulders as he watches her move, commanding the remaining forces with precision. He knows she's ready. She's more than ready. She's the new face of humanity's resistance. He smiles softly, even as the pain in his chest grows more intense. "You've made me proud," Bonner whispers, his voice weak. He closes his eyes for the last time, feeling the warmth of victory in his heart as the sound of battle rages on around him. His last breath is filled with pride for the daughter he raised, for the soldiers who stood beside him, and for the planet they fought to protect. The final strike against the Empire begins. The general's daughter leads Earth's remaining forces in a final desperate assault on the Empire's remaining strongholds. She's no longer a mere soldier. She's the heart and soul of humanity's resistance. The loss of her father weighs heavily on her, but she channels that grief into an unstoppable drive. There's no turning back now. She and her soldiers are the last line of defense against the dying remnants of the Empire. Her squadron launches their attack with unmatched precision, weaving through the debris of fallen warships, their weapons blazing. The remaining Empire forces, though weakened, are still formidable, but they are no match for the fury and determination of the human soldiers. The AI's control is no longer a threat, and without it, the Empire's forces are in disarray. It's only a matter of time before humanity wipes them out completely. But victory comes at a heavy price. For every Empire ship destroyed, for every battle won, another brave soul falls. The general's daughter fights on, but the faces of her fallen comrades flash through her mind. The pain of loss is heavy, but she knows they died for a cause greater than themselves. Their sacrifices are not in vain. The final strike is launched. Earth's forces, rallying around the last remnants of their military might, tear through the Empire's final defenses. Explosions rock the battlefield as Earth's warships unleash their full firepower. The Empire's ships, already weakened by previous battles, stand no chance. Humanity's final push is unstoppable, and one by one, the remaining ships of the Empire are torn apart. The sky above Earth is alight with the fire of battle, but soon it begins to quiet. The last of the Empire's warships fall, their once proud fleets reduced to smoldering wrecks in space. The fight is over. Humanity has emerged victorious. As the last shot is fired, a heavy silence falls over the battlefield. Earth's forces, battered and bloodied, but alive, look around at the remnants of the war. The Empire's invasion is no more. The victory is theirs, but the cost has been great. The general's daughter stands tall, though her heart aches for her fallen father, her comrades, and the countless others who gave their lives for this moment. In the aftermath of the battle, as the dust settles and the stars once again shine in the sky, humanity begins to rebuild. The destruction of the Empire's AI core has broken their control over the galaxy, and the surviving humans have emerged as a new power. No longer are they the underdogs in the galaxy. No longer are they the ones to be underestimated. Humanity has proven its strength, its resilience, and its ability to fight for survival. The cold, dark emptiness of space is suddenly disturbed. An enormous fleet of warships, unlike anything humanity has ever seen, emerges into Earth's solar system. The ships are massive, their hulls gleaming with the unmistakable markings of the Galactic Empire. They are so large that they block out the light of the sun, casting an eerie shadow over Earth and its moon. The sheer scale of the invasion is almost beyond belief. Millions of humans are left staring in awe and terror as they realize something unimaginable is happening. Earth's leaders rush into action, trying to formulate a response. The leaders of the world gather in a top-secret bunker, as communication lines buzz with military reports and the frantic voices of advisors. The question on everyone's mind is the same. What do they want? Why have they come? But as the leaders soon learn, they are not here to make peace. The Emperor's voice, distorted and booming through Earth's communication systems, delivers an ultimatum. We, the Galactic Empire, demand tribute from your planet. You will submit to our rule or face the consequences. Refuse, and we will burn your world to ash. The message is clear. Earth's fate is now in the hands of the Emperor. If Earth submits, they might survive, but their sovereignty will be lost forever. If they fight, the consequences are even more dire. The choices seem impossible. As the news spreads globally, panic begins to spread. People on every corner of the planet are terrified. They've heard stories of alien civilizations, of distant planets ruled by cruel emperors, but they never thought Earth would be targeted. The military quickly springs into action, but it's clear the Empire's ships are far more advanced than anything Earth has. The Empire's fleet does not waste time. It unleashes its power upon Earth, sending drones and robotic enforcers to invade key cities across the globe. These machines move swiftly, methodically, with cold precision. They appear in every major city, causing destruction as they move through, enforcing the Empire's will. Earth's forces try to fight back, but their weapons are no match for the technological superiority of the Empire. As chaos erupts worldwide, leaders scramble to find a way to stop the invasion. Airspace is filled with fighter jets, military command centers work overtime, and civilians hide in fear. The world is on the edge of collapse, but in the midst of the panic, there is a small spark of hope. A man who has always believed that humanity can stand strong in the face of any challenge. General Bonner, an elite soldier with years of experience, refuses to bow to the alien invaders. He watches the chaos unfold from his command center, seeing the fear in the eyes of his soldiers. But his resolve is unshaken. "We won't submit. We will fight," he says firmly, his voice unwavering. He understands the stakes of this conflict more than anyone. Earth's survival depends on the bravery and unity of its people, and he's ready to lead the charge. Bonner immediately assembles a team of elite soldiers, a mix of seasoned warriors and young recruits, all ready to fight back against the Empire. He knows that Earth's military is outmatched, but the human spirit is stronger than any machine. He begins to prepare for a counterattack, knowing that every decision he makes could mean life or death for billions of people. While Bonner prepares his team, the situation grows worse. The Empire's warships, floating like ancient gods in the sky, begin to open fire on Earth's moon. The blasts create huge explosions, sending debris scattering into space. For a brief moment, the destruction seems almost unreal, as the lunar surface is scared by the Empire's power. The sight is haunting. Earth's moon, a symbol of humanity's achievements, now a shattered, burning ruin. It's a powerful visual of what might come if humanity does not act. Bonner stands alone in his command center, staring out at the stars. The vastness of space stretches out before him, but his eyes are fixed on the looming threat of the Empire's fleet. He knows what's at stake. If Earth doesn't stop them, humanity might never see another day. The general's heart races with a mixture of fear and resolve, but he refuses to give up. As the warships grow closer and Earth's defenses continue to fall, Bonner makes a choice that will define him forever. He orders the military to launch an all-out counteroffensive. Earth's soldiers will rise up against the invaders, no matter the odds. They will fight with everything they have. As he delivers the order, Bonner's voice is filled with an intensity that sends a wave of determination through his soldiers.